you said, I love intellectual pursuit, but I'm telling you, you don't. You don't. You don't love it. Nobody loves intellectual pursuits. It's not you, the divine being in you, that loves intellectual pursuit. Intellectual pursuit is like eating stones. The heart, the soul, the heart, it doesn't nourish it. It doesn't, like this. So you say you love it. I'm telling you, you don't. See, you learn to love it. It's not your natural, true love of it. You learn to love it, and you learn that from others who put that in you. You learn that to love it because when you were growing up, you were smart. You were smart. I can tell you're smart. And then I can tell you growing up, you were like that. Your intellectual intelligence was reinforced, and you got compliments, and you got like you learned that's the way, and you felt your identity, and that process is actually absorbing others, society, family members. Also, you're absorbing the idea of the love of intellectual pursuit. Not you. And then that idea, that program enters you, and what you say now, you love intellectual pursuit. But I'm telling you, you don't. You don't. You know a person. You know when a person loves something, truly loves something, their eyes will spark. The eyes will spark. It's like the person who's bored and depressed in life. How are you? Oh, all right, like this. But as soon as they fall in love with another person, their date they fall in love with, suddenly it's no longer like, how are you? All right. Suddenly the eyes sparks up. Great. How are you? What have you done today? Isn't that? Let's go for a walk in a national park. Let's go to the lookout. And then let's whisper underneath the moonlight. Suddenly there's spark. Because suddenly there's love. When you do intellectual pursuits, like all sorts of things, like quizzes and things and whatever, all sorts of intellectual things. On TVs they got like game shows where they ask questions, and they have a game in Australia when I grew up called Sale of the Century. They ask questions, and you just 3 people compete. They press the buzzer and the answer, and the winner after 7 days or so, they keep on winning. They win the BMW and the prize money, like this, and people watching at home. I was watching that. And it's like, and the person that wins, and you see the champ, and then they bring the champ back to defend the previous champions, compete, and all this type of stuff. But you never see in the eyes of those people, there's like spark. The spark. That twinkle like a baby's eyes, twinkle, like this. So that's the first thing that we all need to understand. We don't love it. We think we love it. Because when you truly love something, everything opens in you. When you truly love something, everything opens. Your eyes open. Your heart opens. The pores in the skin opens. I'm not joking. Even your skin will open more. The pores in your skin, it will work better at detoxifying. Like everything opens. I dare say that your cells in your body, everything just becomes more open. Everything. Your love of intellectual pursuit will not open that. Any of those things. So, like this, it's really important to know that not as a concept, not my concept versus the world's concept. No. Then you enter into a concept debate and no one wins. No one wins. Because there's no winners and losers. There's only heartfelt contentment and love of life. Love of life. And love of oneself. And love of creation. Or no love of life. No zest for life. I think that's the first time I said that word in my life. No zest. Sounds fancy. No zest for life. Like, no deep love for others. No deep love for others. If we don't have deep love for others, our life will not be great. Because there's a lot of others around. There's a lot around. That means you'll be looking at many others and there's no love for others. That means you're not going to feel love for the big chunk of your life. Because lives, you catch a bus, the train, the checkout, and the retail person, and the mechanic, and the plumber, and the teacher, and the friend, and the neighbour, and the people. If there's no love for people, you're not gonna. That's a big chunk of our life. Work colleagues, and if there's no love for people, there's a big chunk of our life. We're not going to feel love for the bulk of our life, the duration. Like this. So, when you ask that question, which I do understand, you understand, this is like, how to say, usually when a person asks that question sincerely, what that means is they're going through a process. For example, in Germany, when autumn comes, or fall, in America they say falls, is it? Or falls, yeah. When falls come. Yep. The leaves starts to fall, on a lot of trees. The leaves starts to fall. But those leaves, they don't just suddenly fall. When falls come, then they fall. So it's a process, like this. So we ask that question, I know, I love it, but I should let it go. Because I know it does not give me, like what I, peace and happiness and all that good stuff. Doesn't give me that. So, should I do it? You know, I say, it's just a process. It's just a process. You know, like, you know, it's all about knowing. A person has two jobs. Let's say a mechanic has two job offers. One of them, they offer 50,000 a year. You know, and the other one, the other job, offers 100,000 a year. Exactly the same. Everything work out. Everything's the same. You know, everything's the same. Most likely, they're going to go for the 100,000. There's no question. Should I take the 100,000, or should I take the 50,000? There's no question. No question. So, when our understanding, when our conviction, you know, of what makes us feel good. You know, coming first in the class of quizzes and Trivial Pursuit and all that type of stuff. You're not going to go, that question, I got it right. Oh, wow. That feels great. Oh. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You'll realize this. And you'll work it out that 100,000 a year has more benefits than 50,000 a year. Everything else equal in mechanic, business, jobs. You'll work it out. You'll work it out the more deep you understand. You know, the more deep you understand, and you'll start to understand. The more deep in your being you understand. You know, not from because I'm telling you, but from life, from suffering, from glimpse, from experience of peace and the benefits of it, you know. When you get more of that, you get more deeper understanding, more deeper practice, spiritual practice, you experience more peace, the benefit of that. Oh, I love this. I don't want to move. I feel great. I feel great in this meditation. I feel great. Healing session's great. I love it. I want to be in this all day. When you love it more and more, that state, then you realize that all these so-called great things, you know, they're not. I'm not saying they're bad things. What I'm talking about is just the great things in high-value things in society, you know. Like I said, like financial success, you know, and you know, all the other stuff, you know, looking good, and you know, looking good clothes, and like, you know, and like that kind of like the connection and all that moonlight whispers and all that stuff, you know. Yeah. You'll realize that that is the 50,000 a year, and that peace, that awareness, that love of creation and the love of oneself, you know, all the joy, all the tranquility, all the wisdom, all the beauty, you know, just the seeing, just seeing beauty. Just seeing beauty. Like just seeing everything. 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 You know, the trees, the building, the sky, everything you look at. This thing, this mana, this thing, this stage, everything, the flowers, the vase, and the clock, every person. You're seeing the beauty of everything. Then you understand. You will not go for the 50,000 job because this is worth trillions. Then there will not be question of should. Should I take this offer that gives trillions to being a mechanic a year or 50,000 a year? That question will not arise like that, you know. So I would say, not answer yes, you should, or no, you shouldn't. I wouldn't say that. I would say continue the process of discovering the truth. Continue the process, you know, of going through life. Continue the process of exploring, dipping in the 50,000 job offer, you know, and the other, you know. Just go through life, you know. You still experience, you know, not really your true love of it, but society puts it in you. The sale of the century, the buzzer, yes, who am I? Yes, no answer. And you get 5 points, and, you know. You still love that. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that. Continue loving that. Continue loving until you love that no more. Until you won't hate that. You'll never hate that. But you won't love that no more. In the same way that a person that loves that love of that is nothing compared to their love, a mother's love for their own children. You know? Like, you know, like let's say, your name is Victoria. Let's say your love of quiz games. Let's say you love that, you know, a lot. I'm telling you, I don't care how high that love is. That love is nothing, not even minute fraction of your love for Constantine. Would that be true? Nothing. Comparison. There you go. You know, there you go. Then you understand what love is. You understand what love is. What you call love, intellectual pursuit. No, you don't. You can say you like it. You like it. But not love it. Love is, you know. It's like when I say I love tennis. No, I don't love tennis. I like tennis. It's just, you know, when you speak, it's just normal speaking. I love this. No, you don't. You just like it.